Alex Reade's journey from Drown This City to joining Make Them Suffer is a tale of right time, right place. During the strict lockdown in Melbourne, Australia, Alex had an allowed travel radius of only 5 kilometers, which just so happened to put her in the same bubble as Nick McLernan, the guitarist of Make Them Suffer. A fan of the band, Alex took a chance and reached out to Nick. A simple jogging invite turned into a musical bond as they shared band stories and musical passions, and even joked about playing in the same band someday. After lockdown, their paths continued to cross, eventually leading to an unexpected twist. As fate would have it, when Alex's band ended, Nick's band was in need of a new keyboardist and second vocalist, prompting Nick's pivotal "we need to talk" moment when he invited her to join their band. After a short contemplation, Alex said yes, launching her into a whirlwind of learning, recording, filming, and touring. With her debut coinciding with the release of their new song, Doom Switch, Alex's nerves were high, but praise poured in from fans and bandmates alike. With the strength of their new lineup and with the success of their latest track, Ghost of Me, all signs are pointing to a bright future for Make Them Suffer. Have you ever seen this viral video? This is Ryan O'Leary, better known as Tuck. Today he sings and plays bass in metalcore band Fit for a King, but his journey to joining a band is nothing short of inspiring. Ryan was working as a waiter in New York when his friend Chris, a tour manager, connected him with Fit for a King, who, at the time, needed a new bassist. Over the course of 3 months, Ryan would send videos of himself singing and playing guitar until finally, the call he had been waiting for came through. He was asked to show up in 3 days. Without hesitation, Ryan packed up, left his job and apartment, and hit the road for Texas. Talk about a leap of faith. He had 1 week to learn 9 songs. During that time, he gained a few nicknames, Fish and Scab, until finally, they settled on Tuck, because of his habit of always tucking in his shirt. After a few shows together, a big moment came during a festival in New Jersey, where, in front of his family, Ryan was officially announced as a permanent member of the band. Talk about a dream come true. In the end, Tuck's perseverance and passion paid off, landing him a role as one of the key faces in Fit for a King.
So you're a fan of SpiritBox, but did you know that Courtney, Laplante and Michael Stringer were in another band together called I Wrestled a Bear Once? They joined the band replacing their previous vocalist and guitarist and stayed on for 3 years. This experience came with its highs and its lows, but would eventually drive the power couple to start up their own band, SpiritBox. In the last 3 years alone, they have performed on several major tours, grown a major following, and even placed number 13 on the Billboard 200 with the release of their album, Eternal Blue.
Today, you know them as Wage War, but did you know when the group of metalcore loving teens first started, they went by Empires? But turns out there was already a band with that name in Chicago. So they tried Unspoken Rule, but that was taken too. After some serious brainstorming and research, they settled on War Within. They made some merch with 2 big W's on it, played their first gig, and got a little bit of attention when, bam! A cease and desist from yet another band with the same name. Talk about bad luck. After some serious brainstorming to keep their merch with the W's on it, it was the mother of guitarist Cody who came to the rescue, suggesting Wage War. And the rest is history.
Sam Carter of Architects is a hell of a vocalist with a wide singing range and an arsenal of screams. He's also credited for popularizing the iconic Blegh in modern metal. But did you know Sam's first Blegh wasn't even for Architects? Back in his teenage days as a drummer for a hardcore band, he was asked by the vocalist to record his most guttural Blegh before the breakdown in the song. This would become the first of many Bleghs. Sam later incorporated this sound into Architects' music, even admitting to overusing it. After years of memes and criticism, as well as wanting to set a tone after the unfortunate loss of their guitarist, Sam would try to move away from the sound in later records. When the internet lashed back over the lack of Blegh, Sam lashed back by retiring it altogether. It was not until several years later that Sam would reintroduce the Blegh into a few songs, but in a more tongue-in-cheek sort of way. Even if Sam decides to continue to use the Blegh or not, there's much more substance to be found in Architects' music. Plus, with the overwhelming influence this nasty sound has had, there is certainly no shortage of Blegh out there to choose from.